good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. And today we are back with Based on Opinion episode 3. So we're gonna jump back into this again. If you guys don't know what the series is, this is a series basically giving you guys my opinion on things. If you were curious about what I'm into or what my thoughts are on things, this is what the series is about. So without a further ado, we are gonna jump into it. Let's go ahead and do it, man. Let's freaking go. So we're gonna start with Would You Rather. We're just gonna get into it, man. So we got double your intelligence, double your attractiveness. So attractiveness, double your intelligence for me, because I don't know, I'm smart. I'd rather be smarter, you know? That's my take. Oh, and that's what most people said. Let's go. All right. Would you rather be able to speak any language, but never be able to write in it? Be able to write in any language, but never be able to speak it? Well, this is stupid. These would you rathers are garbage. Because be able to write in any language, but never be able to speak it. What is writing in it? No. That I'm just gonna pick this one because, yeah, who and their mother would pick the other choice? Wouldn't you rather be like, I don't know, wouldn't you rather speak it? Because then you can frick, man, that's a crazy one. Oh, this one's easy. Would you rather be married forever or be single forever? Be single forever, because marriage is dumb. I'm gonna tell you why. Because 50% of marriages end in divorce, and if you get remarried, that marriage is a 60% chance. It goes up every time. It's crazy. Be single forever. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm guess I'm different. Would you rather be a vampire or be a vampire hunter? Vampire hunter. Okay, well, interesting. Would you rather have only one hand or have only one leg? Only one hand, because I need to be able to walk, you know? Like, having one hand, I can do it, I believe. Yeah, it's a pretty, it's split, kind of split, but it's not. Would you rather have a lifetime of free international first-class plane tickets or have a lifetime of free five-star hotel accommodations? This one, because there's been a lot of plane crashes recently, and I don't trust it. Yeah, dude. Would you rather have nothing in your life or have nobody in your life? Well, I'm pretty used to having nobody in my life, so I'm going to say that. I feel like having nothing... Well, what does that mean, having nothing? Because, does that mean having, like, objects? Because my room is filled with them, but I'm going to say nobody? Wow. Interesting. I'm used to having nobody, so that's kind of my answer. Would you rather return every non-essential item you've ever bought or never be able to buy anything non-essential again? Non-essential? Would you rather return every non-essential item you've ever... I guess this one, because, like, I'm getting close to that point, so... Wow. I'm not doing too hot on these, dude. Would you rather have the ability to transform into anything / anyone, or have the ability to get... Have the ability to transform into anything, anyone. I like this one. Have the ability to gain any skill instantly, dude. I feel like that would be cool. Transforming into other people, I don't know. That's a bit of a risky thing there. Yeah, I want skills, man. That's the goal, dude. Would you rather be cruel in a kind world or be kind in a cruel world? Interesting. Well, to be quite frank, be kind in... Well, so if you're the only kind person in a cruel world, I guess this one, because being cruel in a kind world, I feel like you're the bad guy in this situation, so that one. How was that almost 50-50? That's crazy. Oh, gross. Would you rather have tongues for fingers or have a what the fuck? What is this? No way. A finger. What are we doing? Would you rather have no electricity or no internet? Is this a who wrote this? Who? What? Brother, if you don't have electricity, you don't have internet. I'm pretty sure you don't have internet if you don't have I don't. But wait, so okay, wait. Never mind. I understand the question. I'm sorry, my mind just kind of. So if you say no internet, that means you have electricity, but you don't have the ability to use a computer or to use the internet. Huh. No internet, I guess. I had to take a minute. I was like, wait a minute. Ooh. Okay. Would you rather always fall in love too easily or have a very hard time falling in love? I already struggle with this one. Well, because no. I guess I always fall in love too easily, I think. So that one. Yeah, always have a very hard time falling in love. That's a weird thing to do. Interesting. Would you rather go skydiving or go deep sea diving? Skydiving. Because you're more likely to drown, I think, or get eaten by something. Would you rather have to perform surgery with no training on a loved one? Or would you rather have to fly an empty plane with no training? Might crash and harm others. I feel like most people would do this one because you're not attached to anyone on that plane. And wait. Oh, see, fly an empty plane with no training, might crash and harm others. But I feel like this one's more stressful. Yeah. People did pick that one because you're not harming anyone but yourself at that point. Would you rather have a painless death right now or stay alive but have a very painful death when the unknown time comes? That one? Yeah, that's 50-50, but like having a painless death right now I feel like would be rough. Because then you don't get to live the rest of your life. Would you rather have all your shirts be 2 sizes too big or have all your pants be 2 sizes too small? Shirts. What kind of question is that? Holy, that's a 91%er right there, dude. That's crazy. Stop. Would you rather have fingers for toes or toes for fingers? I'm gonna pick that one. Yeah. I think I'm kind of understanding this. Would you rather be forced to dance every time you hear music or be forced to sing along to any song you hear? That one. Because I can't dance. But I can sing. Would you rather become any character from any game or become any character from game? I don't watch enough anime. It's an almost split decision. Cool. Would you rather live life as a silent film or live life as a musical? I feel like musical would be more fun. Yeah. That's the majority vote. Would you rather listen to music from the 80s and 90s or listen to 2010s, 2020s? What are we doing? I was born in 98, man. I wouldn't remember any of that music. Would you rather be in your favorite video game or be on your favorite show? Video game. I don't care about TV. Not as much. 50-50. Whoa. Okay. Would you rather be able to remember every detail of your dreams or never have a nightmare again? Feel like if I was able to remember every detail of my dreams, I feel like I'd go crazy. So never have a nightmare again. Wow, I'm not in the majority for that. Crazy. Would you rather move to a new city or town every week or never be able to leave the city or town you were born in? Well, I've lived in the same town since I've lived in the same town for 26 years. So that's an easy one. That's a 50-50 split almost. Would you rather live in a very chaotic society or live in a strictly controlled society? Chaos. Yeah. Because I feel like we live in a chaotic society already, so. Would you rather accidentally drop a baby or accidentally drop 3 puppies? I like puppies. I don't like children. Wow, that's crazy. I don't like children. Not a fan. They aren't for me. But also, when would I be carrying a baby? I don't know. That was just kind of like, I'd rather save the puppies, dude. Would you rather be able to instantly teleport to any person in your contacts or be able to bring any person in your contacts to your location instantly. I feel like either is an invasion of privacy. I do like the idea of being able to teleport. I'm doing that one. Oh yeah. Now, if you're teleporting someone while they're in the shower to you, that's weird, man. That's so weird. Would you rather be a doctor or be a lawyer? Lawyer. That's almost 50-50. I like Daredevil, so. Would you rather be famous when you were alive and forgotten when you die, or be unknown when you were alive but famous after you die? I feel like this one's more me right now, so that one. That's almost 50-50, so. Well, I think we're done with that portion of this, you know? Hey, we're going to move on to the next thing, which is going to be, boom, good old IDR Labs. So we're going to take a random test. I'll do, with the random tests, I'm going to do the one that I understand, okay? So just, you know, hear me out here. Take a random test. Wait. ENTP or INTP test based on the work of, wait. So you've taken the basic personality type test and you're still not sure your type. You've had a peek at the system and you think you're probably an ENTP, or I don't know what these are. Should we skip this? I don't know. I have no idea if we should skip this. Let me take a peek, see at what these are. What is ENTP? Extrovert, intuitive thinking. Well, hold on a minute. So what INTP is? Introvert? Dude, I'm an introvert. I already know I'm an introvert. I already know this. I know this question. We're gonna do it anyway. My sense of humor is more quirky. I love serving flambéed penguins at barbecue parties. Snappy. I will always share the initial misconception. Snappy? I feel like I'm quirky. I don't know. What is snappy? What does this mean? I will always cherish the initial. I think I'm quirky. Oh, I like that. It does. Okay. If people were to criticize me, they would be more likely to refer me as. Wait, can you do multiple here? Just the one? Just one? Remote? Maybe. I feel like I'm more awkward than remote. I would rather work on one project in depth knowing that I can devote my full attention to it. Yeah, work on 2 projects at once. Which would you say is the bigger problem for you? I find it hard to relate to people. Wait, on a familial emotional level, people's basic mode of bonding is language I don't speak. I am constantly messing up specifics and blurring facts as well as misremembering that first one. I am often attracted to incendiary issues and hot buttons like a moth to a flame, feeling tempted to prod and probe them to savor other people's reactions. Not really. I would rather study a dry and technical work that exists in its entirety so I can sink into its assumptions and mode of reasoning. An ancient foreign exotic work that only exists in outlines. What are these? What's going on here? I guess the first one? I don't know. Others are more likely to refer to me as quick-witted, withdrawn, expressive. I don't know, withdrawn? What is this first? What does that mean? I'm trying to look up definitions here, dude. Reticent? Reticent. I don't know what these words mean, dude. Not revealing one's thoughts or feelings readily? Oh, that's me. How intriguing. I can always count on my ability to provide a careful and consistent analysis, quickly draw parallels, and come up with analogies. That first one. Which is closer to your view of debates and sparring? In such debates. Yeah, this one. These are paragraphs, dude. I'm not reading all of this. Someone makes an innovative argument of gigantic proportions full of certitude, but probably also wrong. It might be mildly to refute their arguments given quite apart. Second one, I don't know. Which is more true of you? I have the pedantry of a professor. I have the repose of these people are making up names, words even. What does that mean? Racontor? Frick, man. What is it? I don't know what that means. Raconteur meaning. What? Person tells anecdotes skillful and amusing way. I guess the first one. I don't know. Which is closer to your experience? If I make the same experiment several times, the results are in agreement. I still tend to consider them tentative. I think a scientist wrote this. I don't know. I guess the second one? This quiz is dumb. When reasoning, I move at a somewhat slower pace, making sure that my reasoning is sound, that I've understood what I'm dealing with, and that I don't get involved in I move at a fast pace. Okay, that one. Which is closer to view? Classes of things exist because of perception creates them. Classes think independently of our perception. These are stupid questions. These are really dumb. I'll tell you, a really smart person wrote this quiz, but this is also a person that doesn't understand what extrovert or introvert means. I don't know. How do you more often feel when asked to explain complex ideas to others? I guess this one. Others are more likely to refer to me as precise, meticulous, sly, imaginative. That one. Oh no, precise. Yeah. What is closer to your conception? Doing that one. If it calls me an extrovert, it's wrong. Yup. Look at that, dude. INTP, baby. We're doing another one. Hold on. I gotta go back. How do we... Hold on. We're gonna do one more quiz, and then we're moving on to Tier Maker, boys. Oh, IDR Labs. Oh, boy. Here we go. Round 2. Let's get a random test going. Multi-dimensional happiness test. You know what? We can rapid fire through this, maybe. My achievements in life reflect the fact that I have developed myself and worked hard to achieve them. Agree. I binge on pleasurable activities without stopping to enjoy them. Agree. There are people in my life who confide in me and look to me for emotional support. Disagree. I know that if I apply my skills and strengths a certain way, the result will almost be a certainly success. Agree. I'm trying. I have people in my life who provide me a sense of belonging and well-being. Disagree. I have achieved certain big goals in my life. Maybe, yes. Agree. I avoid challenging myself with long-term goals. Disagree. I don't think it would matter much if I simply disappeared. Oh, man. Disagree. I feel like if I simply disappeared, like, people would miss me, but, you know. I feel competent and control when working on most problems with my... Yes, agree. I have the freedom to make decisions about things that concern me without being coerced by others. Agree. I have people in my life with whom I can share... Disagree. I often come up with new challenges or goals for myself that I am eager to pursue. Agree. I often feel as if the life I am living has been chosen for me by circumstance, not by myself. Disagree. I choose this life. This is my life. The life I am living reflects my personal values and interests. Agree. I take time almost every day to enjoy the little things I like. Agree. I know which of my skills are the most valuable when it comes to making money. Agree. At the moment, almost all my research and efforts are focused on... Yep. Agree. I'm actively and constantly creating the life that I want. Agree. I am in a better place in my life than I was 5 years ago. Agree. I feel that I am an underachiever who has never really gone for the gold or applied my full potential. I'm not an underachiever. Disagree. I have spent a long time improving and perfecting my skills. Yes, agree. I wonder if this quiz is going to make me happy. I don't know. I am satisfied with the way my career educational attainment has been progressing. Agree? Most of the important decisions in my life have not really been my own. Disagree. I feel that I am free to act according to my own values and interests. Agree. I cherish the yep, agree. There's a meaning to my life that is bigger than simply my own life story or those of my family and friends. Agree. I feel good about the steps I'm taking. Yes, agree. I do not feel I have much to contribute to. Agree. Holy frick, man. We're agreeing to this. All of this. I deny myself small pleasures that I like because I feel I do not deserve them or feel I'm too busy with work. Disagree. When I hear about global societal problems, I often feel I am not in a position where I could. Agree. Oh my god. I know that I am needed by my colleagues, loved one, etc. Disagree. I often feel lonely. Yup. Oh man. I will ultimately make some contribution to society that will be... No. Disagree. I know that certain charitable acts I've done don't it. Disagree. Disagree. Most of the big things that have happened in my life feel random and meaningless. Disagree. Others regard me as competent. Agree. My contribution to certain goals or causes make a positive difference. Agree. I make room in my schedule for... Yes, agree. All I do really matters. Agree. I make an effort to carve out time to be with the people I care about. I haven't done that yet, so disagree. Okay, where are we on the scale, brothers and sisters? So connections gone, meaning is gone. Enhancement, mastery, so maxed out in enhancement, almost maxed out in pleasure, almost maxed out in purpose, maxed out in autonomy for sure, maxed out in progress, not almost maxed out in mastery. I gained nothing from this quiz. I just want to point that out. Yeah, I don't know. Because I feel like I already knew all of this, so this really does nothing for me. But anywho, we're moving on to the last part of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. We are moving on to the tier list maker. So we have to pick through the tier list. Obviously, we kind of go through the categories. I do believe I remember what we did last time, so we'll kind of go through this and take a peek, because we did Avatar, I think. I think we did B. Didn't we do B? What did we do for B? We did brands, I think. We did something in B. And if not, we did C. I think we already... So we gotta do C now, because this is episode 3. What do we do for C? Because card games? See, I don't know a lot of card games. Call of Duty. Could do Call of Duty. Cartoons? See, I don't watch a lot of well, we could do cartoons, I feel like. Country music? Comics? Cookie Run? How about this? How about we do 2 tier lists? We'll do Call of Duty first, and then we'll do cartoons. Sound fair? I think that's a good idea. Ultimate Call of Duty tier list. Oh, this is a 2025 tier list. This is the ultimate one. Okay. So... I'm going to be completely honest with COD here, because I used to love COD. I did. And then it fell off. So where are we voting here? So, let's see. Call of Duty, never played. Call of Duty 2, never played. Call of Duty 3, never played. Modern Warfare, never played. World of War, never played. Modern Warfare 2, greatest of all time. Black Ops 1, can I be honest? I do remember playing it, but I played 2 more. So I'm going to say never played. I really am going to say that, because I think I remember 2 more. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, fantastic. Black Ops 2, fantastic. Ghost, never played. Advanced Warfare. I remember playing the beta of this game, but I barely remember it, so never played. Black Ops 3? I think I played Black Ops 3. I think I did. I'll say it's good. It's not great. I'll say 4 is great, though, because I did play 4. I did play 4, I think. Maybe, I'll swap these. Swap them. Infinite Warfare. Never played. Never played. Never played. Never played. Remaster, we'll throw that in Fantastic, because it is just a campaign, but it is up there. Cold War, never played. 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 See how long this is? See what I mean? Never played. Never. I'm literally throwing them all into here. Yeah, we're just, yep. What a terrible tier list. Because, dude, I've never played Warzone. Because I keep making the joke to my friend that every update is a patch of grass. Every update is 256 gigabytes. That updates the patch of grass. I've never played any of these. I've played these. I know I have. These are the only Call of Duties I have ever played. I'm not much of a COD fan, if you can't tell. But yeah. So, moving on to the cartoon tier list, which I don't know how that's going to go, but I have faith. Maybe. I have faith that we will check out some cool... Okay, well, I don't know how we're going to do this, because it's literally Ultimate Cartoon Animated Series list. 500 plus. Oh, Gravity Falls. Ooh, that's a good one. Cartoons, quizzes. Well, we're doing tier lists. We're not doing quizzes. Gravity Falls character tiers. Interesting. Well, I feel like we should do Ultimate Cartoon Animated Series list because, like, you could. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. 101 Dalmatians. No idea. No idea. This is gonna be the same situation. I'll do the Gravity Falls tier list if I get nothing out of this. DuckTales? Okay, I did watch a bit of DuckTales. I'm gonna say it's just okay. Or no. Yeah, I'll put it at just okay. Because I remember watching the original at work. They had like a TV at work where you could watch. They just put in DuckTales, the original. Yeah, okay. So hold on. I'm gonna say, yeah, we're putting those there. Peppa Pig. Oh, you know, we should do that. Aimed at an audience too young for me. We'll throw those in there. What is that? No idea. No idea. Scooby-Doo. I know I've watched Scooby-Doo before. God, this is a long... We're going to be here for like a hot minute. Scooby-Doo. But is that like the original? I'll throw it in underrated. I'll throw it in underrated. No idea. I know I've seen those characters before. I never watched it. Ace Ventura. No idea. No idea. Adventure Time. All right, can I be honest? Like, I'm gonna call it. You know, sadly went downhill or flawed. I wish we just do like A to S to B, but like, if I'm being honest, sadly went downhill. I think for me personally, Sonic. I never watched I might have watched the animated shows. I don't remember. I can't read that, so yeah, no. God, this is gonna be filled to the brim. Aladdin had an animated. Wait, are movies included in this? No, they're not. I don't think they are. All Grown Up. I'll be honest. Like, I watched Rugrats. This show, I will say, it's just okay. It's just okay. I will say that. Yeah, just okay. We're leaving it there. Super Friends, didn't watch. I can't tell what that is, so no. Alvin the Chipmunks. I do remember watching it. Can we call it flawed? I'll call it flawed. Gumball. I've watched Gumball. I'm calling it trash. I don't like the show. I'm being honest with you guys here. This is my honest opinion on things, you know? American Dad, GOAT. That show's incredible. Oh, Jake Long, I will say it's underrated. It's a really good show. No idea. No idea. No idea. Never watched it. No idea. We're just throwing a lot of these into no idea, dude. Arcane? GOAT. Easily GOAT. Archer? No idea. I've heard of the show. Well, wait. So if we've heard about a show, do we throw it in? I guess we have to do. Let's fix this a little bit. Okay. I think we're good. Arthur? Adam and what is going on here? Event. I don't know if I watched any. I don't think I did. Looney Tunes. Wait, is this? That's a baby Looney Tunes? Oh, that's aimed too young at me. Back at the Barnyard. Underrated. So good. There's both a movie and a show for it. So in case you're wondering why it's there, Back to the Future animated. No idea. God, there's a lot of animated shows here. This is getting a little crazy. Never seen any of the Batman stuff, so we're all thrown in there. Wait, Baymax. Oh, is that the shorts thing? I'll say it's just okay. I prefer like Big Hero 6 the animated show. If that's in here, perfect. You know, we've got a banger here of a list. You know, I'll be honest, Ben 10 was on when I was a kid, but I didn't watch it in full. So, wait. Be Cool, Scooby-Doo? I don't think I watched that. No. God, we are throwing a lot in this no idea list. Dude, it's actually crazy. I didn't know there were so many Ben 10 shows, so I'm just going to throw them all into no idea. Because, like, I remember bits and pieces from the show. I cannot say in confidence that I watched it. Oh, is this the animated show? Dode. GOAT. That show is incredible. Incredible. I love the Big Hero 6 show. It's awesome. What does that say? I aim too young, I guess? I'm just throwing whatever. Too young. Oh my god, too young. Dude, we're gonna be throwing a lot of these into too young, aimed at an audience way too young for me. Bob's Burgers. I've watched the show. It's trash. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be the first one to say it. I don't really like Bob's Burgers and Brew. I know a lot of people like the show. Not for me. Didn't watch. Nope. Dude, this list is man, I mean, this is easy, but like, because I know what I've watched in cartoons, but Buzz Lightyear, I feel like I've watched that, but I don't remember it too well, so I'm gonna say no. Wait, is this? I remember this show, but I'm gonna say it was trash. Or no, not trash, sorry. Dole couldn't get into, but I do remember watching that. That Captain Planet? Didn't watch that. Captain Caveman. Oh, is this all in order? Oh, okay. Care Bears? What the Carmen Sandiego didn't watch, sorry. I didn't know Cars had a series. That's wild. Is that Castlevania? I can't tell what that is. That is Castlevania, actually. Wait. If that's the Netflix anime, GOAT. Easily GOAT. I don't remember Cat Dog, so I'm not going to throw it in there. Shows I remember, I will genuinely put in here, but yeah. Also, I remember the characters on this. I don't know what this is, though. Chalk Zone. Okay, can we be honest about Chalk Zone? I think it was dull, couldn't get into. Not trash, but it was dull. Okay, we're being honest there. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Is that like the... no, I don't think movies count. So, Because I saw the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie, but that wasn't animated. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. Chowder? Dude, I remember... Okay, so I'll be honest about Chowder. I think it's trash. Or no, not trash. Dull couldn't get into. Yeah, I think it fits in with that category. Yeah. I think, yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Clarence, don't know. Okay, wait, I don't know what that is. That's not... no idea. But Clone Wars? GOAT. GOAT, greatest of all time. Close enough, don't know. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs had a series? I had no idea. No clue. All right, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Trash. Sorry, gotta put it in trash. Not a fan. Curious George, didn't know how to series. I know who that... I think I know who that character is. Like, I recognize him, but I've never seen the show. Nope. Never seen it. Danny Phantom, greatest of all time. So good. Love that show. Really wanted them to make another season, but like didn't happen. We're throwing all of these into the I've never seen it category. Dead End, Death Battle, don't remember that. Dexter's Laboratory, I'm going to put in no idea because glimpses of the show. Don't remember it in the slightest. Dora? I've seen... You know what? We'll be honest about Dora. You know? I have seen Dora. When I was younger, way younger, it's trash. It's so... Yeah, it's trash. It's actually trash. Big Mouth, never seen it. Dragon Prince, never seen... Dude, there's going to be a lot of never seen it's in here. The How to Train Your Dragon series? Never seen it. Sorry. Never seen it. This is a completely honest tier list. This is taking forever too, but I'm trying to go through it. Ed, Edd n Eddy, trash. Don't like it. El Tigre. I think that's what I'm pretty sure that's what the show is. I'll be honest. Where would I place this? I feel like I placed this in, yeah, just okay. I like that show a lot when it was on, I think it was on Nickelodeon, but that's a good one. Oh, is this the Emperor's New Groove show? I'm pretty sure that's what that is, right? Yeah. The show? I'd say just okay. It's good. It's not bad. Ewoks. I actually knew there was an Ewok show, but I never watched it. F is for Family. Never watched. God, this list is going places. Fairly Odd Parents. Sadly went downhill. I liked Fairly Odd Parents a lot, but it sadly went downhill. Family Guy? Do we put that in greatest of all time? I think we do. Yeah, Fairly Odd Parents, I mean, you want to put that in a category, you know, like, it's going to go and sadly went downhill because it did. The show was good. It was good. Was, keyword. But yeah. Boop. Never watched Fantastic Four shows, so. Fanboy and Chum Chum. Trash. Actually, you know what? I feel like I put it... Actually, Dole couldn't get into. It was in that category. Man, there are so many shows. I don't even know, like... Oh, Fish Hooks, dude. Fish Hooks. I remember the show. This is a late night show for me. I'll be honest. It's just okay. I watched the show. There were some gross moments in that show, but it was just okay. That's the category I put it in. Deal with it. Oh, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends? For me, Dull couldn't get into. I have watched some Cartoon Network stuff, but I haven't watched enough to be like, oh, I love this. Oh, I love that. But Futurama, never seen. Could I say heard of? Hold on, we need to go back to the heard about it because I've heard of Futurama. Let me see. I guess Ewoks we could technically say heard of. I've heard of the Spider-Man show. I'm gonna go back a little bit just to kind of. You know what? This show, I think I vaguely heard about that one. I think. I don't remember it though. Cat Dog. I'm gonna say heard of. Let's just hold on. Let's kind of let's revisit this a little bit. Dexter's Laboratory. I wanna do this right, okay? We gotta the How to Train Your Dragon stuff I'll say I heard about. What else? I'll say, you know what? Let's throw all the Ben 10 stuff in here because I'm pretty sure I have heard a lot about Ben 10. We'll make this we'll clean this up a little bit, eh? Don't you worry about it. Big City Greens, I've heard about that. I think I've heard about this one. We're just gonna throw these back into here. Animaniacs, no. Let's say if I recognize something but haven't seen it, we'll throw it in here. Okay? Ace Ventura heard. Sonic heard. Let's see. I'll throw Animaniacs in there, I guess. Because I recognize the characters, but that's about it. I recognize the characters here. This is going to be a phenomenal list for you guys. Don't you worry. Beavis and Butthead I've heard of. For sure. Some of these I can't read. BoJack Horseman I've heard of. Buzz Lightyear Star Command, I will say I've heard of that one. Big Mouth, heard of. Doug. Doug's not my time, I don't think. Okay, I think we're good. Let's get back to the list, shall we? Also, shows aim too young at me. I don't know if I've thrown any more in here. No. Garfield? No. Gargoyles? I've heard of Gargoyles. Rex? I feel like I've heard of... Wait. Heard of. I don't think I've watched that show. George of the Jungle? Heard. Wait, what is that? I can't read what that says. I think I've heard of that one. Yeah, I recognize the image. Okay. No idea. No idea. What does that say? I can't read that. Nope. Ghost Troop? That no, I've never heard of that one. They made a Guardians of the Galaxy show since. Wait, is this Gravity Falls? Goat of all time, baby. You can tell what I've watched because genuinely. Green Eggs and Ham? Nope. Green Lantern? Nope. Nope. I can't remember if I watched this show. I've heard of it. I think might have seen in passing, but I'm not gonna throw it into I've seen it. I'm only gonna say I've seen it if I've actually watched it in full and remember it. Halo Legends, didn't know it was a show. We're just plowing through this list, dude. It's actually crazy. We're going lightning fast. Okay. Yeah, a lot of Hello Kitty. Come on. What are we doing? Hey Arnold, heard of it. Never watched it. Getting a little crazy here. Hilda, nope. Oh boy. Hotel Trent, there was a show for that? Oh my god, crazy. I'm learning so much through this tier list that I didn't know about. Hulk Smash? Never seen that. I Am Groot? Heard about it. I didn't watch it though. Because it was a short series, I think. I might have watched it. I don't know. Throw that in there. Oh, Goaty. Heard about it. Never watched it. Don't know what that says. Inside Job. Never watched. There's Inspector Gadget show. That's crazy. There was 2 of them. Invader Zim. Can I be honest? Dull couldn't get into. I watched Invader Zim. I don't remember much from it. I know I watched it. I think I was a little disturbed, so it wasn't for me. But that's just wait. Hold on. Okay, never heard of that Iron Man show. This one by Nickelodeon. I'm gonna be honest. Should we throw it in the under? We're gonna throw it in the underrated category. We're gonna throw it in the underrated. I love the Iron Man show they did on Nickelodeon. So good, so good, very cool. Don't think I watched that. Jimmy Neutron. Can I be honest? We're gonna put in the same category as Fairly Odd Parents. Sadly, went downhill, but I do think the show was good. It had its moments. Johnny Quest. I feel like I've heard of that. No, I'm not gonna throw that in there. Johnny Bravo. Heard of. Never watched it. Johnny Test, however, I'll be honest. I'll say sadly went downhill. Wasn't for me. There was a show for that? Goodness gracious, this is getting crazy. Nope. Kick Buttowski? I'm gonna put in the same category as sadly went downhill. For sure. That's definitely one of those. This list is getting unbelievably long for the no ideas. Kim Possible. A good old little Disney animated show. I'll put it in as flawed. I don't know what flawed means. Like, the show had its flaws, but it was good. It was good. I'll put it there. King of the Hill. Heard of, never, well, no, I've never really watched the show. No idea. Candy. Oh, Kid Next Door? I heard about it. I never watched it in full. Didn't know there was a Kung Fu Panda show. That's interesting. Lego Ninjago. Funny enough, I have watched this, I think. Lilo and Stitch Wait a minute. Yes, I have seen this. Just okay. We'll put it in just okay. I have seen that show. I was thinking like, wait a minute. Yes, I have. I have seen it. I'm gonna put some of these down here. Is there any other kid shows? No. Oh, Legend of Korra. Wait, hold on. Is Avatar? Wait, Avatar would have been the first one. Wait, hold on. Wait, is this the last? I can't tell what this is. Is this the last Airbender? Like, it's not gonna let me look at the image, but because that's Legend of Korra, I don't know what this is. I'm trying to see if the last Airbender is somewhere here, but I don't see it, so it might not actually be here. That's crazy, but anywho, Legend of Korra, GOAT, good show. I actually can't tell what that is. I don't think that's not Avatar: Last Airbender. Nope. Looney Tunes cartoons. Let's put in the same category with Looney Tunes. Where is that? Where did I put Looney Tunes? Heard about it? No, I put Looney Tunes up here, didn't I? Am I crazy? There's no way. Did I actually put it in the heard about category? No. Where the frick is Looney Tunes? I swear to God, I put it in a. I might be blind, genuinely, but I know for a fact I've seen Looney Tunes. I might not be seeing it. What the? Wait a minute. Where is Looney Tunes? I'm not placing this bad boy down till I see me some Looney Tunes, brother. It'd be under L, right? H I. Oh, I put baby Looney. Okay, so like this Looney Tunes, I will say it's flawed. I don't Looney Tunes isn't my favorite thing in the world. Love, Death, Robots, never seen, sadly. Nope, no idea. Like, Looney Tunes wasn't something I could really get into, but I did, like, appreciate it. Mad, never watched. I think I heard about Mad, though. Definitely heard about it. Magic School Bus, I've seen it. It's trash. The Magic School Bus rides again? Probably seen it. It's also trash. Trash. Mickey Mouse, heard about it. However, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, now that goes hard. I'm kidding. I'm pretty sure I watched it when I was a kid. I'm gonna say it's trash. Put that there. Put that there. Wait. I feel like I've heard about this one. The image looks familiar in my head. Oh, Milo Murphy's Law. Can I be honest? Trash. Or I don't know. Dull couldn't get into. I'm not gonna say trash because I did watch it. I've heard about Miraculous. I've heard it's garbage. Throw that there. Oh, Teenage Robot. I'll say it's flawed. It's a good show, but I don't know. It's not really for me. Oh, here. Let's put these down here. Sorry. I should probably do that. Oh, man. We're putting a lot in here. Monsters at Work. Oh, okay. Hold on. Here we go. Now we're getting to some of the stuff I watch. Monsters at Work. I actually do watch a show on Disney Plus. I'll be honest. It's underrated. I think it's really good. I like it a lot. Monsters vs. Aliens. Wasn't there like a show on this? I'll put in heard of. I've watched the movie. If there was a show, I didn't know about it. I don't know what that is, so pass. Mr. Magoo. Nope. 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 Tintin. No. Wait, the Ren and Stimpy show. I'm gonna say heard about it because I don't know. I never watched it, but I remember glimpses of it. Nope. Nope. This show looks familiar, but I can't read the text, so I don't know what it is. What is that? No. Lassie, what a good girl. Looney Tunes. Oh, is this like the original? I don't know what that says. New Looney Tunes. No idea. Freakazoid? No. Oddballs. Nope. No. 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 The Pac-Man show? Dude. It was just okay. I liked it. I remember it, though. That's the funny thing. I remember that show. Pen Zero. That show looks familiar. That's a familiar looking show right there, that is. Nope. Wait. Pickle and Peanut? I remember that show. I think it was trash, though. I'm pretty sure it was trash. We're almost done with this list, man. Kind of. We're getting there, but this is worth it. And then I want to do that Gravity. Well, should we do that Gravity Falls tier list? I feel like we've been on this for a while, so. Oh wait, Pinky and the Brain. I've heard about the show. I don't know what this other one is. I've never heard about that one. Nope. Planet Sheen. Can I be flicking honest with you? I'm not gonna call it trash, but it was dull. Couldn't get into for me. I'm gonna put these in too young for me. Same thing with this one. Same thing with that. Same thing with that. We'll kind of move these down a little bit. That as well. Popeye. Didn't know there was a show. I thought it was just like a little animated thing, short, whatever. Powerpuff Girls. I remember this. I'm going to say heard about it. I'll say it for both. Because I do remember the show, but in glimpses. It was on Cartoon Network a lot. Never saw. No idea. Oh, wait, the Proud Family? Wait. Is that the new one? Because I remember the old one. I'm going to say heard about it. Because I never watched the Proud Family in full. I don't think I did anyway. Quick Draw McGraw? No idea. Star Wars Rebels? Okay, so notice how I put Clone Wars and GOAT? Rebels is underrated. It's definitely underrated. Rebels took a bit for me to get into, but the payoff is worth it if you're watching it all the way through. So, Recess. Heard about it. Don't think I watched it. Regular Show, huh? Regular Show? Yeah, I'll be honest. So where'd I put Adventure Time? This is a flawed show. Regular Show. It's flawed. I wouldn't say it's underrated. I think it's one of the better shows on Cartoon Network. Star Wars Resistance. Trash. I know it's crazy I'm putting a Star Wars cartoon in trash. But I'll be honest, I've never actually watched it. So I'm going to say heard about it. I can't put something in trash if I've never watched it. Rick and Morty, heard about it. Never seen an episode. So. This list is getting... Holy crap. Okay, I remember this show. I think. No, do I? No, I don't. Brain not working properly today. Rocket Power, dude? Where'd it go? Rocket Power? Come here. So Rocket Power for me personally, you know, where would I put it? I feel like I'll put it in underrated. Rocket Power is really good. I liked it. What does that say? I can't read that. You kidding? Oh, is that like original? Oh, that's Rugrats. But that looks like a newer version. Oh, it says Paramount Plus there. So old Rugrats, I would say trash. I prefer. Oh, wait, is that the because I know Rugrats did like a movie or something, but I think it was an all grown up thing. I don't remember what it was called though. But yeah, I'm gonna say like original Rugrats was trash, but I do remember seeing it. But that's just my personal thing. Wait, Ruby Chibi. Didn't know that was a thing. Ruby though, I have watched Ruby, not the full thing from Ruby, but I will say for me, Ruby was dull, couldn't get into. I thought it was all right. Didn't know it was a show. Samurai Jack, I feel like I've heard of. It's definitely in the heard of category. I know the image of this show, but it's a heard about it for sure. Scooby and Guess Who? I feel like I've heard about this one with Scrappy-Doo. Is that what it is? Scooby-Doo and Scrappy. Okay, I've heard about that. I'm gonna say I'm heard of all. So whatever Scooby-Doo I recognize, I'm gonna say I've watched it. I can't remember what Scooby-Doo. I've watched a lot of Scooby-Doo movies, but I don't know. I don't know what this is. Scooby, like, there's a lot of Scooby-Doo shows, but there's also a lot of movies. I don't know what this says. For Awesome? I don't know. Scooby-Doo, we'll say heard about it. Don't know what that is. 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 Nope. No, sir. No, sir. I don't know what any of these are. Oh, more Sonic shows, dude. Didn't know. This one looks more familiar to me. I feel like I'll put it in heard about it, you know? South Park. Heard about it. Never watched. Nope. Spaceballs, didn't know it had a show. I'll be honest. Spider-Man. Oh, okay, wait, here we go. This is where I shine, dude. Where the heck is Ultimate Spider-Man? Because I know I've seen... Okay, I'm going to look for it. Ultimate Spider-Man. Is this it? I don't know which one is Ultimate. Because unless it's... Hold on. Is it like down here in the U's? Ultimate Spider-Man is going to be down here. And then I have to... Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm saying it. Goat. Now, I will say with the other Spider-Man shows... Wait, did I put Spider-Man and Heard About It? What did I put it in? I did put it in Heard About It. So with all the other Spider-Man shows, I feel like I'm going to throw them in Heard About It just because I don't want... Oh, where'd I put it? No, dude. Where's the... Come here. We're going to throw them all in Heard About It just because, like, I feel like I have heard about these shows. You know? Spider-Man. We're putting all... I haven't heard of Spider-Woman, so that's the one I'm going to kind of, like, throw out there, you know? But, yeah, there's a lot of Spider-Man shows. But Ultimate Spider-Man is the only one I've seen, and that one is such a banger. I'm going to say I haven't heard of these two. SpongeBob... I'm going to say SpongeBob sadly went downhill. Because it did. It was good, and it sadly went downhill. That's my opinion. You take it or leave it. But that's what I think. Wait, why did I throw that in? Have I? No, I've never seen that. Never seen it. Never seen it. Heard about this one. Steven Universe, heard about it. That's it, though. Nope. Oh, we were getting into a lot of random shows. What does that say? Summer Camp? No. Was that a Mario show? No, never. That's crazy. Super Friend. Oh, no, I'll throw that in there. Hero. I've never seen that. It actually might be too young for me. Nope. I remember this being a game. I don't remember it as a show. But that's just me. Nope. Teen Titans. I never saw Teen Titans Go. Well, I have heard of... Okay. I'll say I've heard about it. But the original Teen Titans, the good one, I will say dull, couldn't get into. For me personally. I have seen it, but yeah. Teen Wolf. No. Nope. This is getting easy. The Addams fan? No. Paddington was a show? Wait, hold on. Rocky Bullwinkle? I've never... No. This one I feel like I've heard of. Batman? No. I haven't seen any of the Batman animated shows, so... Boondocks? I feel like I've heard about that one. Heard, never seen. The Brady Kids? Didn't know that was a show. Nope. Oh, the Cleveland Show? Okay, I've seen the show. I'll be honest. Dull, couldn't get into. That's honestly my opinion. I watched it. I don't think it was for me. Never seen the Cuphead Show. Can we get a... Oh, where'd it go? The Cuphead Show. Can we get a greatest of all time? That show is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Easily up there, dude. Incredible Hulk. Nope. Jetsons. Nope. I don't know what this one is. I can't even read that. Didn't know there was a Lion King show. Looney Tunes. Is this like the... I feel like it's been a heard of thing, but... Loud House. The show looks familiar. What does that say? Okay, I've seen this show in passing, but I can't say like I've watched in full. Oh, they had a mask show? That's crazy. Bro, some of these are blowing my mind. I cannot read what that says, so yeah. Okay, throwing that in there, throwing that in there, throwing that in there. Scooby and Scrappy Doo. I'm gonna throw all the Scooby Doo stuff in heard of. Because I feel like at some point I have heard about it. What does that say? I cannot read that. Wait, is that Owl House? Okay. I know this is. Oh. So Owl House is made by the same people, or made by, I believe it's the dude's wife, but made by the same person who did Gravity Falls. I've never seen it. Owl House. I've never seen that one. I've heard about it though. And part of me wants to watch it, but part of me is like, I don't know. Patrick Star Show? Didn't know he had one. No idea. Oh, the Penguins of Madagascar. This show, dude? Just okay. It's a pretty good show. Had some good moments in it. That's a no. That's a no. Whatever the Scooby-Doo thing is, I'm pretty sure I've heard of it. Nope. Well, hold on. I can't read what that says, man. Half of these I can't read. You gotta have like a magnifying glass. The Simpsons. Heard about it. Never seen The Simpsons. The Smurfs. The Snoopy. Snoopy had his own show. Spider-Man. Oh, we're so back. Heard about it. Nope. Tom and Jerry. Well, wait. Is this the new version or the old version? Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm probably gonna throw them in just okay. Tom and Jerry is a classic. It really is. So it's definitely going in just okay. I'm also not organizing these in like, what are my favorite shows? I don't know if I should. I feel like that's not needed. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Nope. Nope. Say Mickey Mouse? If you had another show, I didn't know about it. Sorry. Nope. 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 Oh, here it is. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Kind of a... Wait, where did I just put that? Come here. Stupid. Greatest of all time. Easily. Turtles. Nope. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, no. I don't think I've never fully watched Turtles, but I don't even know if it's not even a heard of. Tom and Jerry again? All right. Well, Tom and Jerry, we'll put in just okay. Good old Tom and Jerry. Just okay. Thomas and Friends. I do actually, well, is that like, is Thomas, are we talking like, I don't know if I would consider this animated, but I did watch it. I'm putting it in trash. Sorry, trash. Okay. Top Cat, nope. Transformers, can't say I've ever watched a Transformers show, so this is going to be interesting. Brother, how many Transformers shows were there? Oh my god. Are we serious? This is a long video. Bro, they made so many Transformers shows they did not need to. The Trollkins? No. Tough Puppy. All right, so we need to be completely honest and upfront about this, because Tough Puppy, it's kind of tough. But I'm going to say it. Dole couldn't get into. Wasn't for me. All right, what are we, Tuttle Twins? Nope. 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 Uncle Grandpa, heard about it, but that's what we're throwing it into. Nope. Nope. VeggieTales? I've watched VeggieTales. Can I be honest? Trash. 100% trash. Velma? I've seen clips of the show. I've heard about it. I've never watched it in full, so I can't comment on it. Never heard of. Nope. Wait, Star Wars Visions? Goat. Yonder Over Wander, I do remember the show. Let me be honest with you. Trash. Actually, no. Dull couldn't get into. It was a decent show, but it wasn't great. Nope. Nope. I feel like these go down here. Can't read what that says, so no. I can't tell what it says. What's in Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. We're gonna solve a mystery. What's in Scooby-Doo? I feel like I've heard about this. Where would I put it? Underrated. We'll move this one down here into heard about it. What's in Scooby-Doo? Oh, I've heard about this show. Never watched it, but definitely heard about it. Win or lose? Nope. Nope. Wolverine X-Men? Goat. I love that show. It was so good. Nope. Nope. Oh, wait, is this 2 X-Men's? Goat. I'm sure they were both good. Well, hold on. This one is more of a heard of. Heard about it. I've seen the other one. X-Men 97? Goat. Goat without question. Okay, moving on down the list. Heard of, maybe? Nope. 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 Wait. I've heard about that one. Hold on. This list is getting long, man. Holy. Yogi Bear? No. Young Jedi? Heard about it. Can't put it in trash. I've heard about it. Nope. Nope. Phineas and Ferb, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay. The show's okay. It's alright. Has Been Hotel? Never seen it. Never heard about it. Well, no, actually, hold on. I have heard about Has Been. Sorry. Heard about it. Not even tempted to watch it. Invincible. I'll say heard about it. I've never watched it in full for myself, but Scott Pilgrim? No. I didn't know there was a show. I know there's a movie. What does that say? I can't read that, so no. 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 Bad Batch. Goat. So good, man. Sonic Boom. Nope. 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 And nope. Wow. Okay, we have killed it. We have crushed it even. So we're not going to change anything here. Nothing's being moved around. However, want to move around the goats. Should we move around anything else? I feel like everything else is good here. Yeah, the only thing I'm going to move around is going to be the goats. So, in my honest opinion, in terms of, like, my favorite animated show of all time, it'd have to be Gravity Falls. Like, of all time, Gravity Falls. We'll throw Ultimate Spider-Man at the front there. We'll put Big Hero 6 there. Clone Wars 4. Actually, I'll put Clone Wars. We'll move Clone Wars above Big Hero 6. Danny Phantom we'll put there. Put Avatar here. Put go. There we go. Perfect. And then we'll do, actually, no, put Cuphead above Danny Phantom. I'll put Cuphead like here. Visions. Where do I put Visions? Actually, I'll put X-Men and Wolverine here. We'll do Bad Batch here, Visions here. X-Men 97 we'll do there. And yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Now, since we're done with that tier list, I want to go back a little bit because I did promise we would do the Gravity Falls tier list. Pixar Disney films. Interesting. I'm not going to rank them. I won't do that one. But I do want to rank Gravity Falls since it is in the number one for me. The number one list of freaking characters. Oh, God tier, great tier, good tier, okay tier, bad tier. Seuss's grandma? We'll put her in okay. She's not bad. Oh, Bill, God tier. Easily. Oh, time travel guy? I'll put him in okay. Oh. The cop? One of the cops? I can't remember his name. Great tier. Actually, no, we'll put him in good. Oh, this character, I hate him. Her? Hate her. Lumberjack man? Bad. Put him in good. Oh, Dipper? Easily. God tier. This guy? Bad tier. Gideon? Put him in okay. Anime girl? Bad. The goat? Okay. Nope. You stay down there. We'll put the goat in bad. I don't know. Well, no. Was this even a character? Bad. 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 Mabel, great. I prefer Dipper over Mabel. Just being honest. Oh, is this Seuss's girlfriend? Put her in okay. I don't know this guy. Bad. Bad. Oh no, I love this guy. Okay. Oh, I hated this guy. But nah, I didn't like him at all. Didn't like him. Pass. Souls? God tier. God tier character. I'll put him in good. I'll put him in great. Actually, no. Put him in God tier. Put her in okay. Yeah, put her in okay. Yep. Oh, yeah, put him in okay. Waddles? Great. Put her in great. And that's my tier list. I have a lot of bad characters. I'm not moving these guys around. Let me tell you what. Those are the tier lists for today, man. We've been on this one for a bit. This has been a big episode. Big episode even. But now you know my opinion on all things cartoons, how I'm feeling deep down inside, and of course the would you rathers of the day. But anywho, thank you guys for watching, hanging out. I appreciate it a ton. And I will see you guys in the next video. And yeah, goodbye.